Hi, this is Mercedes with your Tuesday's tip. Today I'd like to talk to you about buying and where to buy. First, let me start about Memorial Weekend. Our store, my store, Just Shop, was open as part of the Tier 1 reopening of New York State. And I just want to say that I'm very optimistic about the future, especially when it comes to boutique retailing, because the store did amazingly well. We actually matched last year's numbers, considering that I had a lot less goods this year. A lot of people came in. A lot of them were very happy. It was funny because we had husband and wives that usually shop together. They didn't, and they both complained how they just wanted to kill each other. So that was kind of fun. A lot of therapy going on. I personally didn't have any drama with people not wanting to wear a mask in my retail environment, but I do understand that that was the case in many, many places. I do have to tell you though, I was a little bit hurt with some people coming in and saying that they wanted to come and shop because they wanted to support me, which I know they meant in a nice way, but it made it sound like they were doing charity work, where I feel like us boutique owners, we actually do offer a lot of value. The fact that they're in a safe environment, that we have a lot of exclusives, a lot of limited editions, a lot of indie designers, things that they can't shop, online on Amazon for, a lot of special things, a lot of customer service that most major retailers don't do and won't do. And I feel like this whole like I want to shop local thing, even though it's very sincere, it's coming from a place of we've trained them. I mean, American Express with their shop small, which by the way have done nothing with us. So I hope this year I don't have to tell people not to fall into that political propaganda. But I feel like all those posts that, retailers put there that, if you shop at a big store, that another CEO gets his fourth house. And if you shop in an indie store, a little girl gets her dancing lessons. That is not being a merchant. That is asking for pity and guilting people into shopping in your store. So let's stay away from that. We are right now the kings. People want to come to us. We have product, we have service, we have comfort, we have a safe retail environment, we have trained personnel. There is value in all the things that we offer our customers and our clients and our friends. So let's talk about buying. Usually, the way that I recommend buying is there's three different situations that I like to go to. One of them is trade shows. I love trade shows because you get, in a small amount of time, to see a big variety. You get to see new brands and celebrity brands and launchings and a lot of exclusives, and meeting some of the brand owners is really great at a trade show. There's also the networking and the educational component of them. My biggest drawback about a trade show is that it is very big and you have to be very well organized. I started to use the Fabes app. I could talk to you about that later, but it does help, especially with navigating all of your open to buy, keeping consistent with your pictures and not overbuying on one specific product category. The one main disadvantage of a trade show is that you can't really make deals. This is not the place to like negotiate LYs or, markdowns or allowances or advertising or any of that matter. It really is a place to go see. And what I like to do is take my notes and then confirm them later. Showroom appointments I've always been a fan of because I grew up in showrooms. So I like going to a showroom, looking at the full collection, especially early in the season, really making my determination, then talking about like exclusives and programs and even trunk shows that we'll be doing and events at my shop. The disadvantage of a showroom is that it's not for the weak of heart. I mean, when you have like the sales manager and maybe even the owner or the designer present at your meeting, you really do feel some responsibility to maybe overbuy a bit. So it really is for those that are very confident on what they can afford and what they actually sell in their store, and not let somebody sell you. The third one are regional shows. And it's funny because over the years, I've really changed my point of view on this. I used to absolutely despise them. I felt that it was a bunch of reps that got together. They overcharged you because they had to make their commissions, right? And they had such a narrow focus of the collection because they handpicked it for what they thought was suitable for the region instead of bringing like the full collection. That is no longer true. I really feel like some of these regional markets are very important, especially that they support a lot of the local designers. And again, this is our job as a buyer, is to look for new resources and new brands and really be an incubator to a lot of these brands. So regional shows I like. And especially this time around, because of the COVID situation, the trade shows are not going to happen this whole season. So New York is out, Las Vegas is out. I'm going to go to Dallas in June, at the end of June. I've already spoken to the Dallas market people. I've spoken to the FIG people that they run at the same time. All of the protocols that are taking place, and especially the fact that even though it's a regional market, I can make showroom appointments so that there is a consistency in how many people are in a showroom at the same time. So this makes me feel very comfortable. And the fact that I'm also driving, and if anybody's ever heard one of my driving stories, I am going to be taking a road trip from New York all the way down to Dallas. And I'm going to take my sweet time going there because I do want to stop and visit some of the shops and, some of the retailers that we work with and see how they're doing. The next thing that I want to talk about is online buying, and I am still not a fan of this. I mean, when you go to some of these websites where there's a lot of different brands, and while it is very easy and very convenient, it's easy and convenient for everybody too. So I feel like a lot of the brands, they're really trend forward products. They don't post on there because obviously people are looking to copy them, and it's all about the speed to market. I also feel that you don't know the quality of the products. And the fact that anybody with a tax ID number can buy from them doesn't make me feel any better either. So building relationships, especially with the brands that you already work with, they can be from the downtown Los Angeles area, which I feel like in June when Los Angeles opens is another viable place to go shopping. I expect to be there, maybe not in July, but maybe in August to shop the different markets there, and especially to get at once goods and to be able to negotiate in person too. I look for off price in their warehouses. So I do look forward to doing that around August time. But it is really important to keep buying, buy in limited amounts, buy frequently, more frequently than normal, because we don't know exactly what's going to be happening. So I wouldn't put all of my dollars into fall yet, even though fall started to show in February. I'm really cautious about spring, even though I'm more optimistic about spring 2021 than I am about the time that we're living in right now. But it is important to visit the regional markets, to visit the downtown market. And when you're comfortable enough and when the trade shows start developing, remember that networking and the new brands and the educational part of it is part of our jobs too. So don't wipe them out completely, but I feel like we need to look for alternatives right now. So when you have established relationships, like I've spent the morning today texting some of the brands that I work with for pictures of what they have in stock that I could get for 4th of July weekend. And also count that it's taking much, much longer to get product into your stores right now. Even if it's UPS or FedEx or, God forbid, the post office is just a hot mess. But we do want to be careful with how much we're spending on shipping, because I also see that the prices are going up. So texting with your vendors, asking them to send pictures, even samples for a new brand. So if you are a new brand and you have inventory, make a video, make a little presentation. But again, don't get into your whole life story. I don't want to hear about how when you were 5 years old, you were dressing Barbies. No, tell me exactly what you have and how much it is and when I could expect it. And that's all I need to know, okay? If it has a special pocket, if it has a special fabrication, please do point that out also. And be ready to send samples out. Now, buyers, I'm going to say, I know that we're very busy juggling 1,000 things. A lot of us are still understaffed. When you get those samples from the brands, please do take that moment to review it, make your notes, rate your orders, and send the samples back the same day. It is part of us all working together, truly forming relationships and partnerships so that we could all ride this wave that we're on and really, really thrive. So my name is Mercedes. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Please follow me on Instagram, Mercedes GPC, and please consider taking a masterclass and becoming one of our members. Thank you.